Live from Studio 12 is the weekly update. Big Friday at Village Tech. I've got our pre-K-5 counselor, Tori Taylor, and our 612 campus director, Sherelle Mays, with me today. I just want to thank everyone for our back-to-school in-person over the last 2 weeks. Thank you for making that transition. Thank you to our students for rising to the occasion, making new students feel welcome, really being engaged in their work and learning and in the processes of design. I also want to thank Purple Heart's Primary Care for coming out for their monthly testing that's provided on site here at Village Tech. It'll be from 5 to 7. Last night we had 43 people come out and get tested. Next month they'll be back again. Please sign up in advance. Regular testing is a key step in the fight against the spread of COVID-19. You can also go to gogettested.com. They have a location just 8 minutes from our campus as a way to continue in that. And as we think about this season, we've also got Ms. Taylor here to help us reframe some of the ways we talk and think about COVID-19 and the measures we're taking.
Awesome. Thanks so much, David. And so, like Mr. Williams said, I really wanted to just touch really quickly on what it is when we think about COVID-19. We hear these phrases a lot, like social distancing. But what if we reframed our minds and our mindsets and thought about physical distancing? Because we can still socialize with each other, but at a physical distance. So instead of social distancing, let's think about physical distancing and socializing with each other electronically from physical distance, or however you want to look at that. The next thing that we hear a lot about is quarantine or lockdown. What if we thought about it as retreating for wellness? If we need to quarantine, if there is an outbreak or something, we will retreat for wellness. Instead of looking at it as quarantine or lockdown, we are here to keep ourselves healthy and safe. The next thing that I want you to think about is this term isolating. That has kind of a negative connotation to it. So instead of isolating, let's think about protecting our health, boosting our immunity, and staying safe and staying healthy in this season. The last thing that I hear a lot about is living in fear. Well, again, that has a negative connotation to it. We don't want to live in fear. We want to live in choice. If you are in person, you are choosing to be in person and having those connections with your teachers and getting that in-person instruction. If you are choosing to be virtual, we're not choosing fear, we are choosing choice, and we are learning virtually and still connecting and still socializing with our peers and with our teachers and still learning in that environment. I hope that this is helpful, and I hope that you can start reframing your mind into changing your mindset in this COVID environment that we are in. Next, we have Ms. Mays for a campus update.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. I know that information was really helpful for me the last time I heard it, and then every time I hear her talk about it, it brings up something new as a good reminder of how I can best take care of my own personal mental health. So I appreciate that information. It's all about the paradigm we're in, and so making that adjustment has been helpful for me. So I'm taking care of my mental health this weekend. Thank you for just allowing us to be back into the lives of your children. We have absolutely enjoyed those who are with us in person and those who continue to be with us virtually. Each day we learn something new. Each day we find a different way to connect with one another. And so we want to thank you again. The excitement in the air is in the air naturally, and so we want to continue that. But just a reminder, in case, and maybe new information for those of you who don't know, this week is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so each Wednesday, we're all wearing pink. So whether you're virtual or in person, we expect to see you all pinked out as we bring attention to this fight against breast cancer. Last year, you'll remember we had a breast cancer truck, the mammogram truck that was outside. We weren't able to bring it back this October, but The mammogram chart will be here in March. Yay! So with that being said, I'm going to transition over into, as you know, the end of the 9 weeks is here. Can you believe that? It seems like we didn't finish the one in the spring, but yeah, here we are. So as we wrap these things up, you'll notice your teachers are encouraging students to finish up and wrap up last minute things, and those who had to miss out on some assignments or miss out on some presentations, they need to start getting those rescheduled. They need to start getting those assignments in so that teachers can wrap up their grading. I hope that you have seen a big change in our approach, because we're no longer doing crisis learning. We're doing full-fledged remote instruction, and it is fantastic. Our teachers are fantastic, and look forward to some opportunities for those of you who are virtual to come in for some hybrid activities through our Forge activities with our teachers. Thank you so much. I'm going to give it back to Mr. Williams. He's 5 steps away. Now he's 2 steps away. Now he's right here.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mays. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. I hope everyone has a great weekend and a great conclusion to the first 9 weeks. Have a